the Pop Cray post that was almost finished, his connection to Taylor Swift. The Taylor was pictured in what appeared to be a private moment with an enigmatic man in the city of New York. Additionally, the caption said Taylor Swift was seen cuddling up to a new romance is budding. Mystery man. Travis was unaware of the fact that this one Instagram post was on the verge of start the most intense battle of their relationship, demonstrating how much social media and jealousy had been ruining their love gradually. The time was 6:47 p.m., April 2024, a Thursday, and Travis was enjoying one of his best moments, days in his career. The Chiefs had recently had a fantastic practice session where everything seemed just right. Coach Reid had given his route high marks, sprinting. Patrick Mahomes had made contact on each and every pass with him, and Travis thought he was in the greatest form of his existence. He had been searching, eager to see Taylor at home, who'd returned to Kansas City via air that morning following 3 days of New York meetings York and her management group. They would been sending texts all day, small messages expressing their longing for one another, her grousing about dull meetings, him giving her movies that are especially catches in the course of practicing. However, as Travis opened Instagram to share a brief narrative concerning exercise, the first thing he noticed was the most recent post from Pop Crave, and the blood froze. The image displayed Taylor on a pavement outside what appeared to be an elegant restaurant in Manhattan. She was approaching too closely to a man with black hair wearing a costly suit. Her arm was in the man's grasp, and they were bending in the direction of one another in what could be plainly understood as a private moment. Taylor she had donned a black dress to her meetings. However, this was obviously not a business dinner. Travis's hands began to shake when he was reading the caption. Swift, Taylor seen cuddling up to Mystery Man NYC. A new romance is developing. Eyes. The Papa Princess was observed possessing what seemed to be an intimate meal with a Nunham dude from yesterday night. They appeared quite at ease. According to sources, collectively. Paradise is troubled by the eyes of Travis Kelce. The article had previously above several thousand likes and thousands of remarks. Travis looked over them. They all feel like a blow to the gut. I was aware that she was not quite right, as well as Travis recently. He's all right. All right, better than the football player. Taylor never wastes time. This is really normal. Travis Kelce was never able to compete at this level of sophistication. Travis felt ill last night. Thus, Taylor had aided this man when she was meant to attend business meetings. She had misled him about her actions in New York. His cell rang with A. Taylor texted, "I just landed. I'm sorely missing you and can't wait to see you. Today," Reedart said. Observing that heart, he now felt mocked by the emoji. Travis gazed at the message before turning to the picture, followed by the message. How could she pretend that nothing had occurred? How could she text him affectionately? Pictures showing her with another man, nonetheless, were making the rounds on social media? In a fury he'd never experienced, Travis drove home, felt previously. Each red light provided him with more time to reflect and envision situations in order to gain airage. As he arrived at their driveway, he had persuaded himself their connection had always been a tell-a-lie. He entered their home and started packing a bag right away. He wasn't thinking straight. He simply knew that he was unable to be present when Taylor arrived home, with her justifications and lies. That show Taylor discovered him in under 20 minutes later. She entered through the front door, exclaiming with joy, "Travis, I brought those cookies to you when I got home, from where you're loved." She paused. She noticed him in the middle of their packing items into a duffel bag in the bedroom bag. "What's happening?" she inquired, perplexed. "Are you heading anywhere?" Travis didn't raise his head. "Yes, I am departing." "For what purpose did you depart?" "Tell me about your travels." "I'm heading off." "Taylor." The words were delivered abruptly, and Taylor felt the world tilt, chilly, sideways. "What are you doing, Travis?" Discussing. At last, Travis glanced up. Taylor was taken aback by his eyes were filled with pain and rage. Pop Crave uploaded a fascinating image of Anne an hour ago. "Would you like to describe your new boyfriend is?" Taylor felt sick to her stomach. She took out her phone right away and discovered the post. Upon viewing the picture in reality, she laughed. Not because it's funny, but she was relieved. "This is don't, Travis." Travis paused his hand. "Stop lying to me. I can see how close you are in the picture are to him. It's evident that you're contemplating one another. But if you would allow me to clarify, what? How? Regarding yesterday's meetings, you were dishonest. How you truly had a loving relationship messaging me while having supper with a guy regarding your longing for me. Taylor's relief soon gave way to annoyance, didn't tell any falsehoods, and this is actually not what it appears to be because my girlfriend appears to be cheating on me. The phrase cheating lingered like an explosive device. Taylor gazed at Travis in incredulity. You truly believe that I would be unfaithful to you? I'm not sure what to think. No longer, Taylor. I just know that pictures of you becoming intimate are available with a different man and you told falsehoods about. I didn't lie. I was in the same place as you. Meetings throughout the day, after which you left. While out on a date with another person, Taylor felt her own ire was growing. What do you know? You're correct. I won't elaborate anything for you. Travis raised his head harshly. What? If you don't think much of that you think an Instagram rumor is real, your own girlfriend's account, then perhaps you don't even know who I am. Taylor, photographic proof exists. There is a shot the paparazzi took out of context and shared for clicks by Pop Crave, the identical Pop Crave that was published a month ago that I was expecting. As well as the previous month that asserted my covert marriage to Travis stopped packing and said, Joe Alwyn. He was right. Pop Crave wasn't particularly renowned for their journalistic honesty, but then his lack of confidence kicked back in. The picture tells the truth. You were with another man, Taylor. Travis sensed that I was seeing another man. His heartache once more. She was genuinely acknowledging it. And nothing to suppose. At least you're being truthful. Taylor threw her, oh my gosh, exasperated fists up. You know what? What's your issue, Travis? Tell me. You're on social media all the time. Examining what others have to say about you've lost the ability to trust us. Not at all. Your own girlfriend. Yes, it is. Do you believe I'm not aware of it? Every year checking to see when we have dinner. Check for pictures of us online. Whenever I publish something, you are more concerned after reading the comments. Regarding the opinions of strangers on Instagram more about our relationship than I disclosed Travis became defensive, but that's not really. Then why did you think that? Pop's desire for me? Because I witnessed the picture. What specifically did you see? Me, just a dude standing next to you, brain-filled arrest due to the fact that you've been so wary of others saying the relationship you're looking for is not real, for justifications to support their claims. Travis was silent for a while, taking in her words, but his pain overcame him. Once more, why won't you if it's so innocent? Could you give me his name? Because it should not have to, as in a wholesome relationship. When your significant other requests regarding something, you ought to be prepared to hear their justification instead of saying that they are cheating. You're not listening at this moment. I've already been found guilty. Your stuff has already been packed. They stood, both of them were looking at each other, breathing heavily, feeling furious and hurt, and feeling misinterpreted. At last, Taylor spoke once more, but this time her voice was quieter. Do you know what's the worst part? Last week, when that picture of you appeared, Kayla and I at the charity function, looking like though you were enjoying your existence as she was holding your arm, am I accusing you of packing a bag? Travis's stomach fell. You're cheating? Do you recall the picture? It was taken during a fundraiser for a children's hospital, and his former girlfriend, Kayla Nicole, were also present, and they posed for a single picture combined due to the photographer requested that they provide old for heaven's sake. It was totally innocent. Travis, however, was aware of how it appeared. Was different every week, he claimed. How was that any different? Because nothing occurred. It was only a picture. And how are you aware that nothing occurred with me? Or what about last time? Travis was silent. Brittany Mahomes shared that last month. Tale about the two of you at dinner? Of you during Patrick's absence. Have I accused you of being unfaithful? With the wife of your closest friend? Travis recalling that evening, Brittany had been feeling isolated since Patrick is gone for a while sponsors event. Travis had brought her along out for a meal with friends. It was entirely platonic, but he was aware of some people had commented on it. Internet. That's not the same. Taylor.thing. It is just the same. The sole distinction is that I have faith in you. Have faith that what you say to me is innocent, as that's what love is all about, is meant to be. Travis sensed his determination waning, but his pride remained defensive. Then who is he? If Taylor, just tell me. It's so harmless. Gazed at him for a while, and Travis observed her arguing over whether hemerit an explanation. In the end, his name is Ryan, and he's my. Travis felt the air leave his cousin's. You're my cousin, right? My mom's lung son of a sister residing in New York, and he is going through a very difficult time. Divorce. His wife emptied their bank accounts, and brought her their children. He called his parents home in California. Yesterday morning, I cried and asked whether I could have dinner with him since he was crumbling. Travis collapsed on the bed. He was still carrying a t-shirt that he had been about, that picture that Pop Crave Wants to Bundle posted. And that was him losing it on the pavement outside the eatery, stating to me that he's not sure how he's able to pay for a lawyer to defend custody of his children. I offered consolation, him as he's going to be with his family, during the darkest period of his life. Travis was ill, but not because he was angry. No more. Out of embarrassment. Taylor, what are you? You apologize. You make assumptions. You trust gossip bloggers more than you own girlfriend. Having said that, Travis whispered. Taylor took a seat on the chair beside their bed, all of a sudden looks worn out. Are you aware of what does it make me feel, Travis? It's like returning home with anticipation to see discovering the person you love, preparing to depart from you after spotting image on the internet and determined you were a liar. Travis glanced at his, I apologize. Are you? Or are you sorry you made a mistake this time? Are you saying that this isn't the initially? 3 weeks ago, you received strange. Since I enjoyed Joe Alwyn's post on Instagram about his latest film, you mentioned a few months back how I was overly amiable with my substitute dancer. You inquired last month as to why I was constantly contacting my producer. Travis acknowledged that she was correct. You've been searching for issues where none existed, Taylor. You've been trying to find justifications for not believing me since you're terrified that I will depart. You're looking for proof that I've already left. Travis noticed that tears were beginning to well up in his eyes. Perhaps I'm afraid of what? Not being enough for you? His voice's candor caused Taylor to give him a softer look. You mean what? Travis took a shaky breath. You're the Taylor Swift world's biggest celebrity. You're smart, gifted, and lovely, and I wake up every day wondering why. You choose me. And when I look at pictures like Moment, or whenever I spot other men who appear more advanced, more creative, or more or less, this seems to be it, is when she understands she is capable of more. Taylor's rage began to subside, replaced by both of them feeling sorry. Do you know why I choose you, Travis? Due to the fact that you're the first someone I've ever dated who helped me felt as though I could be who I am. The brand, Taylor Swift, is not flawless. Just me, pop star. You chuckle at my strange jokes. You don't feel threatened by me discuss business-related topics. You've never once requested that I calm down or be smaller to give you a sense of grandeur. Travis, wipe his eyes, therefore why do I continue to making a mess of this? Because you're permitting Pop Crave, Instagram, and Twitter all reveal what our relationship is, rather than having faith in what you truly understand us. For a while, they sat quietly, both analyzing all that had just occurred. At last, Taylor's voice came back. Is there anything I may ask you? When was the last time we spoke? That did not in any way entail social media? How recently did we spending time together without any of us monitoring our phones to find out who was saying about us? Travis gave it some thought and discovered he was unable to recall. That's the true issue, Taylor went on. We've allowed the internet to our connection. We're quite concerned about what other people believe about us that we have ceased to be aware of what we consider one another. Travis examined his packed luggage. Sensing you're not an idiot, but I am. Fool, you're afraid. We're both afraid. Relationship is more widely known than either of us has ever gone through. It's confusing. What do we do about it? With our heads. Taylor was silent for a while, reflecting. She then took out her phone and took action, something that caught Travis off guard, removed her Instagram application. What are you doing? Regaining our connection, I don't want to know what he looked like. Pop Crave considers us. I'd rather not to determine who the commenters are stating. I'm curious about your thoughts regarding us. I'm curious about your feelings, when your jokes make me chuckle or when you breakfast for me, or when we're just watching a movie while seated together. Although Travis was absorbed in his own phone, your profession. My social media team can manage my media for some time. The crucial information in any case, I'd like to try being in a relationship that is present in the real world, not online. Travis had a peek at this amazing woman who was ready to distance themselves from millions of followers merely to draw his attention to them, and his passion for her overcame all of the insecurities he had been harboring. I apologize, Taylor. You're correct regarding everything. I've been concentrating so much on defending myself against losing you that I've been destroying our relationship have. I've been equally culpable for examining the opinions of others regarding very preoccupied with maintaining the ideal appearance. Travis put his phone away and went for a stroll toward the seat where Taylor was seated, squatted, down before her chair, and I don't want to be the people that take her. Hands conflicting individuals over Instagram, likes and chronicles of gossip. I wish I were the folks who have enough faith in one another to have discussions about how we truly feel. For the record, I also adore your Ryan, my cousin, and I hope he gets custody. The fight goes nicely. Taylor chuckled. It was the evening's first real laugh. He'll be grateful for it. He's a huge football lover and a Chiefs supporter in particular. Well, he has good taste, in fact. Leaning forward, Taylor planted a kiss on Travis, gently. After they parted ways, she put her forehead to his. I adore not the NFL's Travis Kelce, but you, Travis Starr. You are the only one who brings me coffee whilst in bed and tolerates my absurd sleep pattern and never protests when I play the piano in strange ways. Ours. Taylor, I also adore you. I will do a better job of believing that. After 6 months, interviewers would inquire about the key to their relationship between Travis and Taylor would provide the same response. They made the decision to live their racial life and love instead of the internet. They continued to post occasionally, they continued to spend time with their admirers, but they gave up trying to social media to get approval for their connection. Additionally, when Pop Crave shared a year later their engagement pictures, they didn't notice it until their friends texted them to congratulate them. They were too preoccupied with their happiness together to be concerned about what people thought on the internet concerning it. The true triumph wasn't demonstrating that the gossip blogs were incorrect, discovering that the most crucial viewpoint concerning their connection was personal. How do you feel about this tale? How do you feel about this tale?